30. Glasses off. If anyone else wears glasses, take them off because it is happening. All right. So if you want, you can go ahead, get your music, get that playlist ready. And we're going to go ahead and click play. All right. Go ahead and find your mat, towel, or floor. Let's lie back, relax. Okay, again, right, we want to let go of the day. We want to let go of all our stresses. So let's go ahead and take 2 deep breaths while we're just laying here getting comfortable. So take a deep breath in through the nose. Go ahead and exhale out through the mouth. Get all the air out as much as possible. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale, big sigh out. Get all the air out of the lungs, relaxing down onto your mat. All right, let's go ahead and regain control of our pelvis. So we're gonna go into our pelvic tilts. If you'd like, go ahead and make a triangle with your fingers and your thumb. Place on your stomach about 1 inch below your belly button. All right, I want you to imagine there's a marble in between your fingers. We're gonna rock our hips back and forth. So I want you to rock your hips up, arching the back up off the floor, roll that marble towards your toes, towards your pointer fingers. Then I want you to rock your hips back, tuck, curl under, flatten that low back gently into the floor. Roll the marble back towards the head. Let's do 4 more. Rock those hips forward. Rock back, rolling the marble back towards that head. Let's go ahead and inhale. Rock forward. Exhale. Roll back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, roll back, flatten out. Last one, inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back, flattening that low back out on the mat. Go ahead and just kind of reset right into the middle, into our neutral spine. So now that you kind of know where that neutral spine is at. But we're gonna go into a segmented bridge. So we're gonna keep regaining control of this pelvis and regaining control of our core, abdominals, low back, everything. So feet are hip width apart, flat on the ground. We're gonna tuck and curl. So we're gonna roll the marble back towards our head, and then we're gonna lift the hips up, and we're gonna lift by each single vertebra up to the sky. And then we're gonna lower down by each single vertebra down to the floor, hips being last to touch. Let's go ahead and do 3 more. Tuck, curl, lift the hips high up to the ceiling, and then curl all the way back down. Pull that belly button in tight, hips last to touch. Tuck, curl, roll, and lift those hips up to the ceiling, and then curl by each single vertebra down to the floor. 2 more. Tuck, curl, lift those hips up, roll down to the floor, hips are last to touch. Last one, tuck, curl, lift each vertebra up to the ceiling, big squeeze in those glutes, belly button pulled down and in, and then curl all the way down, pull that belly button in tight, hips last to touch. Very good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a few glute bridges. So now our spine's gonna stay in that neutral spine. So just a small little gap, just enough space for your hand to fit through. Keep your feet where they're at. Let's go ahead and lift those hips up to the sky. Lower down to just a hover. Let's go for 10. Lift up, down, lift up, down, up, down, lift up, down, up, down, up, down, lift up, down, up, down. Last 2, up, down. Last 1, up, down. Good. Go ahead and relax. We're going to roll over onto our stomachs for this next stretch. So we're really going to focus on kind of opening up the front side of our body, especially into the chest, to kind of prepare us for what's coming in the workout. So lying on your stomach, I want you to go ahead and throw your right arm out to your side at a T. Okay, so you're going to throw your right arm out. Left arm is going to be bent, hand just under your left shoulder. From here, so level 1 of this stretch, you're just going to push that left arm straight, rolling the chest up to the ceiling, keeping that right shoulder down on the ground, right arm straight. You should start to feel a stretch in the front of that right shoulder. Now, if you want to deepen this stretch, get more into that chest, you can go ahead and take that left leg, swing it up and over, And try to rest that left foot down on the floor, opening up more to the sky, to the ceiling. Again, your right arm is straight, right shoulder is down on the floor, using your left hand for support. If you're tight or you've had some shoulder issues and this is too deep, then just stay here, keep the legs together. But you can deepen it up by placing that left foot behind you. To go deeper from here, if you feel comfortable, you can take that left hand off the floor and you can reach up to the ceiling. And if you're like ultra flexible and you want, you can even start to reach back towards that right hand. So just find what works for you, and you can kind of rock back and forth. So if you need to take some pressure off and rock back into it, you can. You should feel a deep stretch in the pec, in the front of the shoulder. You might even feel it down your bicep of your right arm. Go ahead and roll back onto your stomach and relax. Very nice. We're going to switch to the other side. Right? Now keep in mind, one side is going to feel better than the other. So just work within those modifications. Stay where you feel comfortable. Don't push it too hard. So left arm is straight. Right hand is bent under that right shoulder. You're going to press up, opening the chest up to the ceiling. Left shoulder down on the ground. Again, you have that option to swing that right foot up and over to the floor if you feel comfortable. And then if you want to go deeper from there, you can always reach the right hand up to the ceiling or reach back to that left hand. But again, remember, you can kind of rock in and out of it if you need to release some pressure, or you can stay where you're at. Again, we're opening up that chest, deep stretch in the front of that shoulder, and even into the bicep of that left arm. Go ahead and roll back into the middle of the mat. Bring both hands under your shoulders. Go ahead and press up. We're going to go right into that downward dog position to pedal out our heels. So tuck your toes and you're going to shoot your hips up to the ceiling. And then from here, I just want you to pedal out your heels. So shift your weight side to side, drive your heels down into the floor. Do whatever you need to do here to kind of get a deep backside calf stretch. Also let that head hang down nice and heavy. Push those shoulders back. Big, deep stretch. Now go ahead and walk those hands nice and easy into the toes. And then with each single vertebra, you're going to curl the spine, come all the way up to standing. Okay? Let's go for 3 inchworm. So keep your feet hip width apart. You're going to reach for the floor. Try to keep your legs as straight as possible, but if you need to bend your knees to reach the floor, please do. So you're going to reach down. We're going to walk out into a high plank position. You have an option to add a push-up if you like. Then shoot those hips up to the ceiling. Walk those hands into the toes. And go ahead and stay in this bent over position so we can spend a little more time releasing that low back. Let's walk back out into that plank. Add a push-up if you want. Shoot those hips up to the ceiling. Walk your hands into your toes. Let that head hang nice and heavy. Let's do one more. Walk your hands out into that high plank. Add your push-up if you like. Shoot your hips up to the ceiling. Walk your hands into your toes. Then curl up by each single vertebra to stand. Awesome. Let's come back down into our mat. We're going to come down onto one knee and one knee up. We're going to come into a deep lunge from this position. So you're going to bring your hands down to the floor inside that front knee. You can stay here with the knee, the back knee down on the ground for support, or you can press that knee up to come into that deep Spider-Man lunge. We have 5 twists. Inside arm is going to reach up, look up. Inside arm is going to twist down. And you're going to attempt to drive the elbow to the floor if you can. Let's go ahead and reach up, look up. Then twist and drive the elbow down, only as far as you feel comfortable. Reach up, look up. Twist down, drive down. Let's do 2 more. Reach up, look up. Twist down, drive down. Reach up, look up. Last twist down to the floor. Stay in this lunge. Bring your hands on either side of that front foot. We're going to go for a hip lift. So now you're going to shoot your hip up to the ceiling by straightening that front leg as far as you feel comfortable. And then sink back down into that deep lunge. Straighten that front leg, lift that hip. Sink down into that deep lunge. 3 more. Lift up. Sink down. lift up, sink down, last one, lift up, sink down, go ahead and relax. We're gonna switch to the other side. So again, you can keep that back knee down for support if you need, or you can press up into that deep lunge. Hands inside that front leg, inside arm, reach up, look up, then twist and drive the elbow down to the floor if you can. Reach up, look up, twist and drive down to the floor. Reach up, look up, twist down, drive down. Reach up, look up, twist and drive down. Let's go one more. Reach up, look up, twist down, drive down. Hands on either side of that front foot. We got our hip lifts. So you're gonna drive that front leg straight, lift that hip up to the ceiling. You're gonna lift up, then sink back down, low into that lunge. Lift up, straighten that front leg, sink down low into that lunge. Lift up, straighten as far as you feel comfortable, then sink back down. Let's do two more. Lift up, sink down. Last one, lift up, and then sink down and relax. Very good. Grab a sip of water if you need. I'm gonna explain our core circuit for today. So we're just gonna have 3 exercises that we're gonna work for 20 seconds, rest for 10. 3 rounds through. You knew it was coming. Okay, we're gonna work a single leg lower. So you're gonna shoot both legs up to the ceiling, flex your toes back towards your head. You can lift your head, neck, and shoulders up off the floor to create a deep C curve in the spine. But if this is going to put too much pressure on your neck, you can keep your head down on the floor. So from here, we're gonna have alternating single leg lowers. Lower one leg down, raise back up. Alternating between the two. Rest for 10. Then we're gonna shoot those legs back up, lower one leg, hold. While you hold, we're gonna have a toe tap. So opposite pinky is going to reach up to pinky toe, reset. We're gonna stay here for 20 seconds on one side, and then we're gonna switch 20 seconds on the other. 3 times through. I'll show modifications as we go through it, but go ahead and find your mat, come down onto your back, and let's get going. Starting with our single leg lowers, alternating. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Toes flex back towards the head. Lower one leg down, raise back up. If keeping your legs straight is causing you to shake a little, that's okay. If you can't get your legs straight and you have to have a bent knee, that's okay too. But keep those toes flexed back. Keep that low back glued down. Last 2, 1, rest. Relax that head down, relax those knees. You can give your knees a little squeeze. We're gonna go for a single leg hold with a toe tap in 2, 1, and go. Legs shoot up, lower one down to a hover, reach pinky to opposite pinky toe. If this position is causing too much strain on that low back, you can bend that bottom leg and rest that foot on the floor and toe tap here. Keep it up, keep working. You've got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. We're gonna go for the other side. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Lower one leg down, reach up for that pinky toe. Again, you can bend that bottom leg, rest that foot down on the floor. Top leg can have a bend in it as well, but keep flexing that toe back towards your head. Go ahead and keep working, low back glued to the floor. Last 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo! I felt that one. We got 2 more rounds of it. Back to our alternating single leg lowers in 2, 1, and go. Shoot those legs up, curl head, neck, and shoulders up to come into that C curve. Belly button pulls down and into the floor, right? So I want you to focus on a nice straight leg in the lowering, but I really want you to focus on that low belly and that belly button pulling down and in. Is it pushing up to the ceiling? Go ahead and take a look. Or are you pulling it down towards the floor, sucking it in tight? 2, 1, rest. Woo! Very good. We're gonna go to the single leg hold with the toe taps. Same mentality, focus on that low belly, pulling down, sucking in tight. In 2, 1, and go. Lower down, you can pick the depth. So it can stay up high, medium, it can come down close to the floor. Closer to the floor, the more challenging it's gonna be. Or you bend that bottom leg, bring your foot to the ground. Again, focus on the low belly, pulling down and in as you're reaching up to tap that toe. Almost there, last 2, 1, and rest. Yes, okay, 10-second rest here. And we're going for that other side. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Lower that leg down, low back glued to the floor, belly pulled down and in. Reach for that pinky toe. If you can't reach that pinky toe, tap what you can, but keep it in mind that the end goal is pinky to pinky toe. Pull the belly button down in tighter. Reach, 2, 1, rest. Woo! Catch your breath. We got one more round of that. Targeting a similar area, that lower abdominals, getting a little bit into the obliques. So focus on pulling that belly button down and in. Here we go, last round, 2, 1, and go. Single leg lowers, alternating. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders up to come into that deep C curve. So you can take a look at your belly and that belly button pulling down and in as you lower the legs down. If you need even more support, hands can always come under the hips slightly if you're struggling to keep that low back flat. But keep an eye on that belly. Suck it in, pull it down, last 2, 1, and rest. Very good. All right, we just have 40 more seconds of core. That's it. Single leg lower, hold, toe taps, 2, 1, and go. Coming up, lower that leg down, belly pulled in, reach pinky to pinky toe. Or reach higher than you did the last round. Pull the belly button down in, tighter, lower to reach further. Almost there, last 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Just the other side to get through. Now we're getting into the fun part. All right, other side, 2, 1, and go. Coming up, belly pulled down and in. Reaching up pinky to pinky toe. Keep breathing. This is your last 10 seconds of core work. Here we go. Belly pulled down and in. Work through it. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Hug those knees in tight if you need. Come up, get a sip of water. And as you recover a little bit from the core, I'm going to explain our workout tonight. We're going to work for 30 seconds for our main exercise. And then it's going to be followed by a 20-second hold of a similar exercise. So you're going to be working for a total of 50 seconds. And then we're going to rest for 15 in between. We're going to have 4 little sets. We're going to work through all 4 times. So exercise number 1, we're going to have a squat to a cross body knee drive. So whatever squat stance is going to work for you today, just a body weight squat down, hands hover behind the ears, stand for a cross body knee to elbow. Back to your squat, alternate between the 2. 30 seconds. Right when the 30 seconds in, we're going to come into a squat hold. Hands can stay behind the ears, or they can come down into prayer, wherever you need them to be. After the 20 seconds, you're going to get a 15-second rest. From there, you're going to come down onto the ground for set number 2. You're going to be in a high plank on your hands. We're going to add in an overhead reach. So you're going to come in, alternate, reaching the hand up overhead for 30 seconds. Once that's done, we're going to go into a leg lift. So you're going to lift one leg up off the floor for 10 seconds, and then we'll lift the other leg up for the other 10 of that 20-second hold. Woo! This is going to be fun. So for our third, we're going to have an alternating forward lunge. We're going to add in a hop in the middle. So now we're going to be stepping forward into the lunge. Do both sides. Once our feet are back together after doing both, there's going to be a small hop, lunge, lunge, hop. Of course, if the hop is not for you today, take it out. If you're having some trouble or some irritation in the knees with that forward lunge, you can modify and step back into the reverse. It'll take a little pressure off those knees. From there, I'm sure you can guess it, after 30 seconds, we're coming down into a lunge hold. We're just gonna do one side hold per round. Then our last set of exercise that we have, this one's gonna be a little more complicated, and it's gonna be stretching out our chest and working on those shoulders. We're also getting deep into our posterior chain, our glutes. So we're gonna have a reverse bridge. So basically, we know our glute bridge here where we're on our back, we lift the hips up. But this time our hands are gonna come back behind us, feet flat on the ground, and from here, you're gonna press up into a reverse tabletop position, sink the legs down, press up, sink down, big squeeze in those glutes, big squeeze in those hamstrings to press up. It is gonna put a lot of pressure on the chest. It's really gonna stretch it out. So if you feel a deep stretch in the shoulders, that's okay. But if that stretch gets too uncomfortable for you, please modify down and just to a regular bridge position, okay? At the end of the 30 seconds, you guessed it, we're gonna come up and hold in this reverse tabletop position. Just keep driving those hips up for 20 seconds. If you're on the ground on your back, you're just holding your bridge for 20 seconds. And that's all she wrote. I will show modifications as we go through. I've got our time. Let's get right into it, starting with our squat, with our cross body hold. So I'm gonna get my timer set here, and then we're gonna get going. If I can find it. There it is. All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Squat, crossbody knee drive. Moving through it. 30 seconds of work. That's it. Hands up, hovering behind the ears, and think more about driving the knee up into the elbow and less about you crunching down the elbow to the knee. So keep that chest tall. Big knee drive up to the chest. Here we go. Less than 10. 3, 2, 1, and down in your squat right away. 20-second hold. Hands can stay behind the ears. They can come together in front of you. They can be out. Whatever you need, stay down. You only have 10 seconds left. Shift your weight back into your heels. Squeeze those glutes, belly in tight. Last 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. 15 seconds. You're gonna come down on the ground. Plank with the overhead reach, alternating. In 4, 2, 1, and go. Come up. Feet can be wide, wider than shoulder width, to help keep those hips nice and stable. What I want you to focus on is driving your weight down through your thumb of your stance hand. And you only need to reach just up to shoulder height. Modification here is you can go to shoulder taps instead. Last 3, 2, 1. Lift one leg up and hold. Keep that leg just right in line with your hips. Hips down in line with the shoulders. Squeeze that glute and switch to the other side. Pressure still pushing down through the thumbs. Squeeze that glute, lift that leg. Last 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Coming up to stand again. Forward lunge. Lunge, lunge. Small little hop in the middle. Take the hop out if you need. Here we go. In 2, 1, and go. Lunge one leg forward. Alternate to the other side. Hop. Lunge. Lunge. Hop. Again, there's some pressure in the front of the knee. Modified to an alternating reverse lunge. It'll sink you back more into the hip. Take some pressure off that front knee. Keep working through. Lunge, lunge, hop. In 3, 2, 1. Right leg forward, left leg back. Sink down low into that lunge hold. Try to get that back shin parallel with the floor. Keep holding, chest up tall. You're breathing through the 20-second hold. It goes faster than you think. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Down on the ground. Coming into a reverse bridge or reverse table position. Modify to a glute bridge if you need, or hands behind you. Feet flat. In 2, 1, and go. Drive those hips up to make a nice flat table. Sink down. Dig through those heels, drive up. It's okay to feel that super deep stretch in the chest. It's okay if you can't get the hips all the way up to knee height. But squeeze up, relax down. Squeeze up, relax down. Keep your eyes up to the ceiling. 2, 1, now hold. Squeeze your butt cheeks tight. Whether you're in the reverse table or you're down in the glute bridge. Squeeze tighter and tighter. Raise higher and higher. Keep going, less than 10. Lift up, squeeze tight, drive up. Last 3, 2, 1, rest. Very good. Guys, we got 30 seconds here. Grab a sip of water, we're gonna go for round 2. Yay! Now you know what to expect. We're not getting the heart rate up as high like we did with the cardio, but we are spending time under tension in these holds and isolating. Round 2, back to our squat with the knee drive. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Squat with that knee drive. Moving through. Big drive up to the ceiling, chest stays tall. So bring the knee up to the chest. Don't crunch down to the knee. Moving through it. That's it. Here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Right down into that squat and hold. Shift back into your heels and stay. If you want to challenge yourself a little, add a little bounce, add a little pulse to it. If you want to make this a little more challenging. If not, stay in your hold. And sink down low, back into the heels. Last 2, 1, stand. Nice. Plank with overhead reach. Woohoo! I expect a lot of things for no push-ups in this workout later. Here we go, 2, 1, and up in that high plank, reaching up overhead. You have the option to always come down onto your knees. So you can come down to your knees, overhead reach, or you can shoulder tap side to side here. So lots of options. You can even just hold that plank. 10 seconds. Keep those hips as level as possible. So if you need to bring your feet wider, please do. 2, 1, and leg lift. Lift one leg up, squeeze that butt cheek tight to lift that leg. Go ahead and flex your toe down to the floor. Drive down through the thumbs, switch sides. Other leg up, belly pulled in tight. Hips squeezing, thumbs driving down. 2, 1, rest. Very good. Come up to stand. Forward lunge, add in that hop. Woo! Even though there's no push-ups, those are still challenging, that's for sure. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Lunge, lunge, hop, lunge, lunge, hop. And it's not a full squat jump, so you don't need to drop down low into that squat, right? We're just working on spring and our step, right? Because a forward lunge works a lot on decelerating your weight down. So adding that little hop adds a little bounce to your step. 2, 1, rest. Left leg forward, right leg back, down into that lunge. Shin parallel with the floor, chest up, breathing. Weight in the front heel. So don't sit back into that back foot. Keep the weight in that front leg. For 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. Down on the ground again. Reverse table or reverse bridge. True positioning for this, if you want to go even further, is your fingers face your toes. But if that's too much of a stretch for you, you can keep your fingers out or your hands out wide. Just a little note if you wanted. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and bridge. Drive up. Right at the top is where it gets the hardest to squeeze. So think about those butt cheeks squeezing tight, lifting up. Take a big inhale at the bottom, big exhale as you drive up. Focus on that belly button again. Keep that belly pulled down and in as you squeeze those hips up tight. Moving through into that table position. Squeeze. Exhale, breathe. 2, 1. Now hold those hips up high. Whether you're in the reverse table or in a glute bridge. Eyes up to the ceiling. Squeeze those butt cheeks tight. Weight in the pad of your thumb. Drive those heels down. Squeeze. Keep going. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. Woo! Guys, we're halfway. We got 2 more rounds. Nice 30-second break here. Woo! You got this. Here we go. Grab your sip of water if you need. We're going for round 2. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. This is round 3, not 2. This is where you pick up that intensity. You know what's happening now. You know what modifications work for you. So now, knock it out for the full 50 seconds of work. Here we go. Big squat. Chest tall, big knee drive. Less than 10. Last 3, 2, 1, and down into that low squat. Remember, you have the option to add in that pulse if you want to challenge or get a little burn into the thighs, into the glutes. Weight, shift back into the heels. Belly button pulled in. Glutes, butt cheeks squeeze together. 2, 1, rest. You. Down on the ground. Plank, overhead reach. This is it. Feet wide, reaching up overhead. Or modifying with a shoulder tap. In 2, 1, and go. Coming up, reach up overhead. Shift your weight into the other hand. Drive the thumb down. Reach that opposite side. Modify to the knees. If you need to take some load off, modify to a shoulder tap. Here we go, keep going. This one takes my breath away. You got less than 10. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1, leg lift. Lift one leg up to the sky. Squeeze that butt cheek tight. Belly button pulled in. Thumbs driving down to the floor. Switch legs to the other side. Squeeze that butt cheek tight. Thumbs down. Belly button pulled up and in. Breathing for 2, 1. Rest. Yeah. Nice. Come up to stand. Alternating front lunge, forward lunge with a hop. Or no hop, or modify to that reverse lunge. Find what works for you. This 30 seconds. In 2, 1, and go. Lunge, sink down low, small hop. Back into that forward lunge. That's it. For our hold, right leg is gonna be forward this round. So keep that in mind so you can get right into it, right? Don't wait. Get that full 20 seconds. Keep working. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, down into the lunge, right away. Weight in that front heel. Back leg sinking down as low as you feel comfortable, right? If holding the lunge is not for you, single leg balance hold. So drive that opposite knee up and stay in a single leg balance. For 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, back down on the mat. Reverse, tabletop, or bridge. All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Drive through those heels. Drive and squeeze those glutes. Look up to the ceiling, sink down, drive up. It's okay to take your time to get that last little squeeze at the top. Don't push it, because again, if you're feeling that deep stretch in the shoulders, We don't want to cause injury. So it's okay to move a little slower on these and get a deeper squeeze at the top. Here we go. If you're in your glute bridge, knock them out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Now hold. Driving the hips up higher. Pull the belly button down and in. So suck the belly button in. Squeeze the glutes tight, lifting up higher to the ceiling. Squeeze, squeeze, keep going. Lift up, squeeze tight. Last 3, 2, 1. Rest. Very nice. Another 30-second rest here. Grab another sip of water if you need. We're going for our last round, best round. Okay, you guys ready? This is it. Back to the squat with our knee drive. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Sink it down, drive that knee up. Moving through it, last round. If you've been taking breaks in these moves, modify. That way you're working for the full 30. That way you're holding for the full 20. Here we go. Keep it up. As long as you keep moving. Push the pace. Push your tempo. Drive that knee higher. Sink lower in your squat. 3, 2, 1, and down. If you haven't maybe tried pulsing, try pulsing this 20 seconds. Weight in your heels. Belly button pulled up and in. Butt cheeks tight. Just keep squeezing. Hold. Pulse if you like. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Done. I felt the burn on that one. Here we go, down on the ground. Last time with our plank, with that overhead reach. Focus on those hips, focus on that belly, staying in 2, 1, here we go. Up, high, reach. Take your time, shifting that weight side to side. So if you feel your hips rocking around, I challenge you to not let the hips move at all. Imagine you have a glass of water on your hips. No, imagine a glass of red wine, and you're over white carpet. Don't spill it. Last 3, 2, 1. Lift that leg up. Squeeze the glute. Squeeze it tighter. Belly button pulled in. Press down through your thumbs. And switch. Other leg. Squeeze that glute tight. So no limp leg. Toe, flex towards the head. Squeeze that glute tight. Thumbs down to the ground. Belly pulled in. 2, 1. Rest. Very good. We are halfway through this set.
I was ready to come in.
Here we go. Forward lunge with a hop. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lunging forward. Small hop. Staying nice and bouncy. Maybe if you're not hopping, you can just add in a small half squat. Or you're in that reverse lunge, or you're in a modification that works for you today. As long as you're working with us, I'm happy that you are here. Here we go. We got 5. Left leg is going to be forward, right leg back. 2, 1. Down into that lunge. Right away. Don't waste that 20 seconds. Remember, if you're not in the lunge, hold single leg balance. Most of the weight in that front leg, in that front heel. Pull the belly button in tight. Breathe. Sink down low. Last 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Last exercise. Reverse table or glute bridge. You might be getting looser in the chest, so squeeze tighter. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Drive those hips up. Small little squeeze. Or no, big squeeze at the top, not small. Drive, big squeeze. Sink down. Drive through those heels. You should feel those glutes and your hamstrings, back of the thigh working. Relax the chest. Try to open up at the top. Keep going. Big squeeze. We got 3, 2, 1. Now hold. Eyes up, belly pulled in. Butt cheeks squeezing tighter and tighter. Squeeze, squeeze. Do not let up. Push higher. Higher, squeeze tighter and tighter. Belly in, cheeks up. 2, 1, rest. Woo! Very good. Okay, guys, we've got 5 minutes. So that means we have plenty of time to throw in a finisher. Grab a sip of water. Okay, we're gonna work for 20 seconds, rest for 10. We're gonna have 2 exercises. We're gonna go 3 rounds through. So, exercise number 1, we've done a drop squat before where your feet are together. We drop down into that squat. But now we're gonna make it hopscotch style. So now the feet are gonna cross in the middle. So hop down for your squat, feet cross in the middle, alternating which foot goes in front. Got it? Good. All right, we're gonna have a split jump, but feet are gonna meet in the middle. So you're gonna hop down into the lunge, hop feet together in the middle, hop to the other lunge, okay? All right? Modifications for these is a step out squat, so feet together, step out to one side, step out to the other through the hopscotch. And then it's gonna be marches or high knees if you wanna take out the split jump. You can be here for high knees or march in place. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 3 rounds through, and then we're stretching it out. Here we go. In 3, hopscotch, 2, 1, and go. Dropping down at the squat, feet cross in the middle. Alternate the foot that is crossing in front. We got 10 seconds already. Here we go. Pushing that heart rate up now. Last 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, next are the split jumps where the 2 feet meet in the middle. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Lunging down, hop in the middle. So working on quick feet, quick little hop, right? Or you're here for high knees, or modify to a march. Keep it up. That's 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo! 2 more rounds. We're killing it, and then we're stretching. All right, back to our hopscotch. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Let gravity help you come down into the squat. Just drop, and then quick little hop at the top. 10 seconds. Here we go. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Nice, rest. Split jumps. It's all about quick feet in the middle. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Drop down, stay on your toes in the middle for just a quick little hop back into a split jump. 10 seconds. If you're in your high knees, keep going. If you're in your march, keep going. 2, 1, rest, breathe. Woo! 1 more round. 40 seconds of work and that's it. We're gonna kill it. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Back to your hopscotch. Drop down, feet cross. Here we go. Flat gravity. Drop you down. Quick feet at the top, 10 seconds. Guys, you got 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Yes. 20 more seconds. 20 more seconds. Split jumps, or high knees, or your marches. Here we go. Push it. 2, 1, and go. Last chance. 2, step it up. Burn more calories. Push that heart rate. Increase your lung capacity. Guys, you have 5 seconds. You got 3, 2, 1. Done. Oh, yes. We are done. Catch your breath. Grab a sip of water. Stay on your feet for now. Woo! Felt good. Woo-hoo. Let's stretch it out. You're gonna come down onto one knee. Keep that chest up tall. Relax your foot in the back. We're gonna work on that hip flexor. We're gonna work on still opening up the front side of the body. So, focus on your pelvis. Tuck, curl the hip under, lock it in, pull the belly button in. Take both hands, we're gonna reach up to the ceiling and back as we slowly rock forward. So we're gonna do 3. So reach up and push that hip forward. Reach back, big stretch. Reset in the middle. Inhale, exhale. Reach up, push that hip forward. Look back, reset in the middle. One more. Inhale, exhale. Reach up, push that hip forward. Look back, reset in the middle. Go ahead, whichever leg you have forward, take your opposite hand to that knee. Then we're gonna twist. So take same side arm, you're gonna reach back, look back behind you, reset into the middle. Go ahead and inhale, exhale, reach back, look back behind you, reset into the middle. One more, inhale, exhale, reach back, look back behind you, reset into the middle. Let's switch sides to this other side. All right, again, pelvis, tuck, curl the hip under, lock that butt cheek in, belly pulled in, tight. Inhale, exhale, reach up, push it forward, look back, and reset into the middle. Don't let that butt cheek go. Inhale, exhale, push forward, reach back, look up, reset into the middle. Last one, inhale, exhale, reach up, push forward, look back, and reset. All right, 3 twists. Opposite hand to knee, same side hand. Inhale, exhale, twist back, reach back, look back behind you. Reset to the middle. Inhale, exhale, twist, reach back, look back behind you. Back to the middle. Last one, inhale, exhale, reach back, look back behind you. Reset into the middle. Last final stretch for tonight. On both knees, we're gonna come into a child's pose. So you're gonna slowly sink your hips back into your heels, only as far as you feel comfortable. Hands to the ground, we're gonna slowly slide them up overhead. Keeping our hips down with our heels. Bring your head all the way down to the floor. If you can't sit back into your heels, it's okay to have the hips up over the knees. Stay here, we're gonna do 2 deep breaths. 4 seconds each. Breathe in through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out through the mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more breath. Breathe in through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out through the mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is it. That is all I wrote for tonight. Guys, thank you so much for joining me again. I truly appreciate you guys taking your time out of your night to come and sweat it out with me.